Bom dia, gente! This is Frederick from Porto, Portugal. When I went to Portugal in 2004 for the first time, there was a big business dinner. 5 Germans, 10 Portuguese coming together, having a good time. One of the waiters came in and announced to the Portuguese what's going to be served, and all of a sudden the mood changed quite significantly. There was, I wouldn't call it panic, but some people were disgusted. Some people were a little bit afraid how to tell this to the Germans. They told the Germans, they told us, and 3 out of 5 didn't continue eating. It had to do with rice and chicken. If you can guess what it was, please leave it in the comments. I think most Portuguese can already guess what they served. So this was a quite an amazing start when it comes to the Portuguese cuisine. I ate it. I eat everything except of ananas. I hate it, but I eat everything. But there's definitely a lot of weird food in Portugal. So this video is about 6 weird food or things you can eat in Portugal. And of course, what I think about them. If you have your own comments, or if you think I should also introduce something else, please also leave it in the comments. We're happy to hear about it. We found at the beginning so much things, we probably make a second movie anyway. So at this point, special thanks to my mother-in-law, Anna. I bought this stuff. Some things are not so difficult to do. Some other things, yes. So what I did, I called her and asked her for help. So I told her, let's cook together. Of course, then she cooked and ate, or we ate all together. But still, thank you very much to Anna. Let's start. Let's see what kind of weird food you can eat in Portugal. So let's start with the first weird food that you can eat in Portugal, and also, of course, buy and eat. I'm talking about ovas, not ovos, ovas. It's a little bit related. It's fish roe. Or the eggs in the original sack from the fish. They take them out. Usually it's from bacalhau, from codfish. They can also take it from the hake, the pescada. Not every store that sells fish sells it, but I went to the market in Matosinhos to buy the food. Something that is made quite simple. So you basically cook the ovas in water, in salted water for 5-10 minutes. That's it. And you serve it with a little bit of olive oil. The taste is not very fishy or fish-like. Of course, it tastes a little bit like fish. It doesn't have a strong taste like caviar or something like this. So it's definitely something that looks quite weird, especially if there are little veins still cooked in the natural sack of the fish eggs or roes. But still, it's something that is, I don't know, quite delicious. Something you should maybe also try if you cook for yourself while being in Portugal. And if you like fish, but definitely something that you can call a weird food in Portugal. So let's come to the second weirdest food that you have in Portugal. And I think it's also a quite weird looking shellfish or mussel that you have. It's called Percebes. It's a shellfish that you can find along the Atlantic Ocean. So it's more common at the Algarve, but I think not at all. You can find it in many places, in many restaurants, also in Porto or Lisbon. It consists of a stem and the heart part of the shellfish. And what you have to do is you take them apart, and there's a softer inside, and this one you can eat. It's nothing really that will make you full. It's more like a snack. It tastes quite salty and quite like seafood. So if you're not a seafood fan, you probably will not like it. You also have to be careful because there's a special way to open them because they're still full of water. Otherwise you make yourself completely wet. So be careful when eating them. I think it's definitely something you should try. It looks very weird. The skin of the stem and also the hard part of the mussel. Definitely a quite weird food they can eat in Portugal. So weird food in Portugal, and this is something that is quite common. Portuguese will say, hey, what's the problem? I'm talking about tripas, or in this case, cow stomach. They take stomach of a cow or cattle. They wash it, they slice it, and one of the most famous dishes when it comes to tripas is tripas de Porto. So it's something that is served with beans. I think it's very delicious. It doesn't really taste like meat at all. It's a soft taste. You have to prepare it a little bit ahead if you would like to serve it. So you have to cook it for quite a while, at least that I was told. If you buy it and invite people, take your time or prepare it with a little bit time ahead. Something I can definitely recommend. Many people try it. Just like them or cook them at home if you like them, but definitely a weird food that you can buy and eat in Portugal. So number 4 is also a little bit related to number 3. We called about tripas Enfarinhadas. We're talking about the intestines, really not the stomach. They're cleaned and then they're stuffed with meat and flour. You can buy them in a normal butcher. It looks kind of weird, but still tastes very great. So what you do is you basically cut them into little pieces, maybe, I don't know, 3-4 centimeters. And then you fry them normally in a frying pan. It's a starter, so it's not a main dish. If you invite people and serve it as a main dish, especially Portuguese, it will look a little bit weird to you. Most people eat it. It's not a very common dish, what I'm trying to say. So I think it's definitely something you can try either in a restaurant or try it at home. It's very easy to do. It doesn't take a lot of preparation. So when you're Portugal, that's definitely one food you should try maybe when being in Portugal. So let's come to number 5. It's also a weird food. If you're talking about, if you see it, it's not so weird, but still, it's stomach, and it's bird's stomach or chicken stomachs. We're talking about Moelas. They don't have teeth, so when they eat something, they cannot chew it. So what they do is they also eat a lot of stones, and when, for example, corn or wheat comes into their stomach, they grind it in combination with a muscle stomach. They can grind and digest the food that they swallow. It's something you can find everywhere in each supermarket, in each butcher. They will probably have it. So it's something that you can make at home. It also takes a bit of a preparation because it's a stomach. You should also maybe plan an hour to make them yourself, to cook them until they're soft to eat. It's a very typical dish also in a restaurant. It's also not a seasoned dish. Everywhere in Portugal, it doesn't matter where you are, in Lisbon, Porto, Algarve, they serve Moelas. So, but that's something maybe you should try. Also, children like it. Maybe if they don't know what it is. So, definitely something, a weird food that you will find and eat in Portugal. So, let's come to number 6, and that's quite weird food, especially if you look at it. Men will feel a little bit uncomfortable. Eating it should be done with delicacy. We're talking about Rabo de Porco, the tail of a pig. Humans like to eat everything: the legs, the ears, the skin, the intestines. Everything is eaten, and of course also the tail. It's something you can buy in a normal supermarket. It's served in the meat section. So if you buy it, you probably have to buy also 3-4 of it. You can cook them quite easy also with a little bit of salt. It doesn't take too much time. The tasty part is really more close to the bones. The outside part, it's very fat, so if you cannot handle them so well, just cut it away. Quite tasty, I like it. For me, it's also more like a starter. It's not a main dish. I've never seen it in a restaurant. We always made it at home, but something you should maybe try yourself to eat if you're not disgusted and afraid of it. Definitely will be a quite amazing way to take weird pictures, and definitely a weird food that you can eat in Portugal. So I hope you liked the video. Again, if you would like to suggest something else for the next video that you think it's a weird food in Portugal, please leave it in the comments. If you like the video, of course, give us a thumb up, follow us, and don't forget, stop surviving, start living. See you in Portugal.